We bring in different comedians for this segment to keep the laughs going, or in today's case, get the laughs going. Today, we're bringing back an important game we play a lot. It's called More DC. We throw out two things related to the area, and our guests will have to pick which one represents the area more. Today, we have part two with comedian Joe Marshall. Check it out. Mumbo sauce or Old Bay?
Mumbo. Because Old Bay is like a Maryland kind of thing. It's the crabs. Mumbo.
Okay. U Street or Adams Morgan?
U Street. We talking about Black DC. We talking about Chocolate City. We talking about White Chocolate City. It's got to be U Street.
Okay, so you would say U Street for Black DC and Adams Morgan for White DC?
Yes. We
Okay.
can put it that way.
Now,
although I'm advocating segregation.
Never. Never. I mean, you know, technically, I guess 18th Street would be the line of demarcation for that segregation. Yeah, but
it would.
There's a lot of blending of those two. Certainly going U Street over to Adams Morgan for sure.
Yeah, Ben's got the Lincoln Theater. I mean, there's so much culture on that street. Just driving through, feel it. You feel DC. You can hear DC.
I don't want to be biased. I don't want to be biased as a black man. However, U Street does have the historical advantage. Not that there's no history in Adams Morgan, there is, but U Street is like one of our most historic streets in the entire city. So yeah, I would agree with you. All right, here we go. Go-go or stand-up comedy?
I mean, if we're talking about DC, it's got to be go-go. Yeah, why would you do this? Why would you even put me in such a position to betray my love of comedy and they're going to put me with go-go? Like, I can't compare.
Man. Martin Lawrence, Dave Chappelle, Wanda Sykes, Tommy Davidson, Patton Oswalt. What you doing, man?
But do you think the outside world looks at DC and thinks stand-up comedy?
Not at all. Not at all. You're correct. Before you go, I need to get your most and least gentrified parts of DC.
Most. Noma is rising high on the list. I had to learn what Noma was for a second. I was like, what is this? I was driving through the area and I just kept seeing these signs of Noma. I was like, oh, North Massachusetts. So yeah, there. I mean, the Navy Yard area, I drove over there. I did a comedy show over there. I think it was at Maxwell Yard. I mean, that whole place is completely redone. I mean, it looks beautiful. It looks like Tyson's, Virginia, but it is not for us. And there's not a lot of us. So that was weird. Adams Morgan, of course, is draped in Caucasians, lovely Caucasians. They're nice.
Very friendly in Adams Morgan, I find.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm holding on to Capitol Hill as long as I can. You know, I now live on 8th Street. I grew up in Northeast, moved to PG County for high school, and then I recently, in the last 2 years, moved back to 8th Street to reverse gentrify the block. So it's been going good. Actually, had somebody move out of my neighborhood the other day. I'd like to take credit for that. That's what I do. Every time a white person moves out of my neighborhood, I take audible credit like a member of ISIS.
Do you just stand out in the yard in a T-shirt, just like Samuel Jackson and Black Snake Bone, as the moving trucks come and go?
They thought it was coincidental. No, I was blasting that go-go at 2 a.m. for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever come across a neighborhood or a part of DC where you were like, I think they could use some gentrification?
Yeah, most of the McDonald's that I've ever, I'm like, you know what this place needs is white people. Can we get Chick-fil-A to come in here and just give these dudes some training?
All right, here's my hot take, and I want you guys to get at me at Reese Waters. The most and least gentrified part of the city, Columbia Heights. Columbia Heights, it's both. I saw a dog fight in front of Target. I had a buddy of mine who had to go get his Black Friday shopping and pick it up from Best Buy. He took a weapon. Most and least gentrified parts is Columbia Heights. Take a bow, congratulations. And if you want to hear more from Joe, check him out at his Instagram. His handle is @JoeLumberjack.